Hello everyone, I'm MONIKA RANA. This is Himachal 365 and you're watching HQTV channel. Let's start with the headlines. Classes 10 to 12th to resume from August 2 in Himachal Pradesh. BJP will win all 17 SC seats in assembly polls, said Avinash Rai Khanna. Youths perform last rites of 1,957 unclaimed bodies in Una district of Himachal Pradesh. Jammu and Kashmir police shoots down drone carrying IED material in border belt of Jammu. TMC MP Shantanu seen suspended from Rajya Sabha for unruly conduct. India records 35,342 new COVID cases, 483 more deaths. 2 terrorists killed in encounter in Jammu and Kashmir Sopore. IT raids on 2 media groups with to stifle democracy, said opposition. Ahead of installation ceremony, Navjot Singh Sidhu, Chief Minister Captain Amrinder come together after months of controversy. Mamata Banerjee to meet Prime Minister Modi next week. Now news in detail. Classes 10th to 12th to resume from August 2 in Himachal Pradesh. The state government decided to allow schools to resume class 10th to 12th from August 2 following a steep decline in COVID cases. The decision was taken at a cabinet meeting chaired by Chief Minister Jairam Thakur. The Education and Health departments made a presentation before the cabinet on the prevailing COVID situation. However, the government chose to treat with caution and call only students of class 10th to 12 who have to take the board exams. The residential and partially residential schools have also been allowed to call the students of class 10th to 12th from August 2, albeit in strict adherence to the norms and the SOPs. Research scholars in the universities would be allowed as per the dates to be notified. The cabinet also decided to allow the opening of coaching centers, tuition and training institutes from July 26. Regular teaching in schools would be held only for class 10th to 12th. However, the students of class 5th to 8th would be allowed to come to school to get their doubts cleared by the teacher. The government has already allowed the colleges to start admitting students from July 26 and resume classes from August 16. BJP will win all 70 SC seats in assembly polls, said Avinash Rai Khanna. BJP state in charge Avinash Rai Khanna said that the party would win all 17 SC seats in the next Vidhan Sabha election as the government had taken several steps for their welfare. Addressing a state executive meeting of the BJP's SC Morcha at Kasauli, Khanna said the party had won 13 of the 17 seats last time and they were hopeful of bagging all 17 seats the next time. He said they had not granted Bharat Ratna to Dr. B.R. Ambedkar as it did not want to honor him. The Congress has always created fissures in society and practices vote bank politics. The BJP, on the other hand, is endeavoring to create social equality, he said. Khanna added that the BJP believed in giving people respect. The party had also erected a memorial at the birthplace of Ambedkar, while the house where he stayed in London had been converted into a memorial. Youth performed last rites of 1,957 unclaimed bodies in Una district of Himachal Pradesh. 12 youths under the umbrella of the Una Janhit Morcha are performing the noble task of cremating unclaimed bodies for the past 15 years in Una district. Morcha President Rajiv Vanod says that they have cremated 1,957 bodies in the city crematorium so far. Every time an unclaimed body is recovered in the district, the police contact Janhit Morcha activists, he says. They have also cremated the bodies of migrants whose families are too poor to bear the funeral cost. The chairman of the organization, Hariom Gupta, says that they have contacted a fuel wood depot in the city from where wood is transported to the cremation ground when needed, and the payment is made by local philanthropists who remain in touch with the Morcha. The cremation is done as per traditions and the ashes are kept in a room in the crematorium. The ashes of about 20 to 25 bodies at a time are taken to Haridwar by their activists for immersion in the Ganga. They organize a small langar and donate Rs 10,000 to the poor and the needy in Haridwar. Jammu and Kashmir police shoots down drone carrying IED material in border belt of Jammu. Jammu and Kashmir police shot down a drone carrying improvised explosive device IED material weighing 5 kg in the border belt of Jammu district, officials said on Friday. Following information about a drone flying over the border belt of Kanchak along the international border IB on Thursday night, a quick reaction team QRT of the police swung into the action and shot it down using anti-drone strategy, a police official said. The drone was flying about 7 to 8 kilometers inside the border, the official said, adding that it had 6 big wings and was a tetracopter. The IED material was attached with the flying object and was meant to be assembled into an IED before use, they said. TMC MP Shantanu Singh suspended from Rajya Sabha for unruly conduct. A day after he snatched and tore up an anti-Pegasus row statement IT Minister Ashwini Vaishnav was making in the Rajya Sabha, Trinamool Congress MP Shantanu Singh was suspended from the House for the remainder of the session for unruly conduct. Rajya Sabha Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu approved the motion for Singh's suspension move by the government in the House minutes before the opposition uproar over the Pegasus row led to the first disruption of the proceedings and the first adjournment until noon. The Lok Sabha was also adjourned till noon amid pandemonium by opposition MPs who were demanding sacking of Union Home Minister Amit Shah over Pegasus snooping and a judicial probe into the developments. The left sought a joint parliamentary committee investigation. India records 35,342 new COVID cases, 483 more deaths. With the single day rise of 35,342 cases, India's COVID tally climbed to 3,12,93,062 on Friday, while 483 more fatalities pushed the death toll due to the viral disease to 4,19,470, according to the Union Health Ministry data. The number of active cases has declined to 4,05,513, accounting for 1.3% of the total caseload, while the national COVID recovery rate was recorded at 97.36%, the ministry data showed. A decline of 3,881 cases was recorded in the active COVID caseload in a span of 24 hours. 2 terrorists killed in an encounter in Jammu and Kashmir's Sopore. 2 terrorists have been killed in an ongoing encounter between terrorists and security at Barpora area of Sopore in North Kashmir's Baramulla district, officials said on Friday. One more terrorist, total 2 in number, in Sopore encounter. Incriminating materials including arms and ammunition recovered. Searching going on, police said. Earlier, the firefight between terrorists and security forces took place on Thursday evening after a joint team of the police and the army cordoned off the area and launched a search operation on the basis of specific information about the presence of terrorists. IT raids on 2 media groups with to stifle democracy, said opposition. The Income Tax Department on Thursday conducted raids at multiple locations against 2 prominent media groups, Dainik Bhaskar and TV channel Bharat Samachar, for alleged tax evasion. Sources said raids were conducted at Dainik Bhaskar's headquarters in Bhopal, Raipur, Jaipur, Ahmedabad and Noida, and on the premises of Bharat Samachar Group. Its promoter and staff was in Lucknow. The development led to a war of words between the government and opposition, with the non-NDA parties terming it an attempt to muzzle dissent. Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Thakur said the agencies are doing their own work and there is no interference. Rahul Gandhi tweeted, "Writing the truth on paper with ink is enough to intimidate a weak government." Party spokesperson Abhishek Singhvi asked whether the raids were pre-planned or a coincidence after the group put out some stories critical of the government. SAD Chief Sukhvinder Singh Badal tweeted, "The government needs to understand that such vindictive actions to gag the media have no place in a democracy." So this is all for this time. Stay connected and keep watching HQTV News channel. Thank you.